Hunger, insecurity, corruption, ignorance. Not long ago, all four vices lived in harmony, but everything changed when Donald Trump attacked. We all know there are no true heroes, but we seek justice, so Nigeria may rise another day. Meanwhile, many still think there is no war in past and safe. So, Niger, which way? I'll start again with this my quote. A mother that refuses to feed her son shouldn't complain when he accepts food from a stranger. Welcome to part 2. So now let's talk about like US politics for a while. Oh yeah, I tried. Let's look at US politics for a while, since we love outside geopolitics too much. The saddest part about why Kamala Harris lost that election, you understand, is that like even while they lost the election, they weren't looking at their whys properly, because their whys were just like, like the confident and like, the most buzzwords sounded like, oh yeah, racism, misogyny. But now, because these people's strategy was acknowledging the whys, people felt that the government was not taking care of them. And this side is talking about what? I will take care of you. They get the common man, you understand, probably be like, you tried it before, but it did not work. But at least I'm feeling here from you. While the other side was not now focusing on like the problems of like the masses. The masses felt that they weren't being heard enough from these people. And that's one of the reasons why like the elections went the way they were, at least from like an outsider perspective. I'm not trying to relate it to like Nigerian struggle. As we discussed before, this is just a domino effect of what? A lack of accountability. Because in the colonial times, the British were the problems. When we leave Britain, we become like the best country in the world. Oh my god, like Nigeria for life. But then, merely not even up to a decade after independence from the British, we fell into what? Tribal war, civil war. You understand? A crazy civil war. Do you know why? One of the reasons was because there were problems in the government, and instead of the government to like address this thing, they decided to shift it and blame like a particular tribe, a particular section of the country for the problems Nigeria was going through. Nigeria was going through problems. Instead of them to take responsibility out of cowardice, out of trying to preserve the power and the money that they have, they decided to blame the tribe, and that led to the civil war. That led to the massacre of millions and its situation. Then again, 1983, economic problems. Who did we blame? Immigrants, the Ghanaians. Leading to like these people were actually like deported. You understand? This deportation thing, it didn't start this century, bro. Like started like since like they blamed Ghanaians, immigrants, fellow West Africans for Nigeria's problems. When the Ghanaians leave, the Ghanaians had the problems of Nigeria, and once again, Nigeria's for that propaganda, and so on and so on and so forth. Lack of accountability has been injuring Nigeria since. Why is this important? Because you'll be like, guys, like foreign powers have always been, influencing this thing. That is true. Always, foreign powers have been influencing them. But what is more important is for us to look at the leaders in the eye, because our leaders are the ones that are responsible for us. We need to stop looking too far for the problems, because at the end of the day, the monster might not be outside your room. He might be under your bed. He might be in the same bed with you. You understand? You might, ask for accountability. That's just, my main point. Bigger picture, why is it important? Because if, for example, now in the world scenario, we're able to push off those, bad foreign powers that want to, get us. Let's say, for example, now, oh God, it's USA. USA wants to come and get us. Let's cancel that one. As long as those Nigerian leaders, the Nigerian leadership is bad, which is what these people are going to use to get into Nigeria, understand? The Nigerian leadership, because the Nigerian leadership, you understand, when they don't care about the people, they're going to be willing to sell the people for, whatever. So if it's not USA, it might be Europe. If it's not Europe, it might be what? China. If it's not China, it might be what? The Arabs. If it's not Arabs, it might be Niger Republic or Egypt or whatever. Or it might be the what? The aliens. The aliens will come and then will still be sold by our leaders. One constant thing in all that, you understand, is the foreign intervention. But it's through what? Different bodies. And what is something that they're all coming through? Mostly is what? Leadership. Where we can treat leadership, where we can hold them accountable, where we can hold them to a high standard, you understand, and ask for that accountability, things will actually, get a lot easier, get a lot simpler, you understand. In my previous video about Nigerian Superman, I once again said something that that greatness we seek, you understand, it won't come from anywhere apart from ourselves. There is no hero, you understand, there is no Superman, there is no Spider-Man, there is no politician that's going to come. Any politician, there is none, you understand, that's going to come and lift Nigeria out of her ruins, you understand.
it's a responsibility you have to take. And yes, look at all these bodies, man. Look at all the problems, you understand? Like also work career. But at the end of the day, it's not fair, but it is necessary. Low-key in these videos, I've actually like discussed a lot, like done a lot of like, you know, writings and, you know, whatever, but I'm actually passionate about this thing, man. Because like I'm Nigerian and like that's the Nigerian responsibility. That's life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got like some insights from the video, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much.